Welcome back to Market Mastery, the 1 hour you need in the market to set yourself up for success. This was a short week, hence why we're here today. We wanted to get the print today, and damn, am I glad that we did that. The SPY absolutely crushed. I hope you guys were prepared for the upside. If you aren't watching this stream and you don't have those SPY levels, you need to get them. This is the ticket. The SPY puts played off of the rejection at 597.50, played for over 229%. So let's SPY playmaker. Okay. Oh, this is awesome. I can put these up on the stage? No? Okay. Yeah, I can. This is excellent. So if you took the trade from the SPY playmaker, 585. Yep, the 585 puts. You can see the entry and the exit on the first round, 100%. If you continued to hold this trade over 2 days, your final exit was at net positive $860 plus 229% gain from one trade. So again, if you're not getting these trades, you should be getting these trades. I'm going to put the link right here for you to get these trades. I send these SPY options trades to your direct to your email account or direct to the Discord if you have a premium membership. But if you want to get these trades, you can get it for $4 a month. Yes, a month, I believe. It's less than $100 a year. So this one trade produced $860 in profit, 229% gain in just on the third day. So within 72 hours, absolutely explosive, unbelievable trade, a big boom, just excellent. Absolute excellence. I love it. Remember, I used to break these down on the stream every week. We have since pulled these back. These are going to be a future. These are going to be something that we share following closely and that are part of the club. %. Okay, got the tweet up. Done. Oh, it's gonna keep playing. Gross. Okay, so sorry, I just need to get that out. Bada bing, bada boom. Bada bang, bada boom. So that being said, if you're in premium, you have access to these trades. I'm going to break down those levels for you really quick here, and then we're going to get right into it. We got to talk a little Tesla. We got to talk a little bit of NVIDIA. We got earnings coming up. We got a lot to get through. I want to make today nice and short and sweet and very efficient, get through everything we need to get through and leave time to spare for a little smash or pass and get out of here a little early, and everyone can enjoy the short week. So looking at the SPY going forward, we have a very interesting setup here with the weekly turning back, flipping us back over into bullish territory, which is what we received on May 12th. Stocks Buddy went bullish on the weekly, which is a very, very good sign and sets up our range between 581 and then 596. So we now know that the SPY is going to likely be trading between, 577, give or take 578, and our top 595. So you've roughly got a $20 window. This thing will move from top to bottom. We're going to be trading this effectively and efficiently. Again, those levels I give you, if you subscribe and you receive this, I send to you the bull and the bear trade for the SPY so that you are trading both the upside and the downside. That way, no matter which way the market goes, you are making money. Being prepared for both outcomes is the only way to win in the end. I wanted to make sure that we gave out the right alpha at the right time to the right people in the right place, and that's what we do. So again, if you want to get in on those SPY options playmaker trades, you can subscribe for $4 or become a premium member and get those. Unbelievable move. I think that NVIDIA earnings is going to really be interesting. So I wanted to get into that, but I wanted to first preface it with that. We did a great job on our SPY trades last week. I expect to continue doing it. This has been one of my most consistently successful and profitable trading styles of anything that I do. So it has worked, and I think it will continue to work. So moving on over, that was your SPY. Again, get that in the Discord or sign up for the $4 or $5, whatever it is, and you'll get it sent directly to your email. Let's take a look at what we can expect for NVIDIA earnings. Looking at the chart here, going to the monthly again, this thing is very green this month. This thing has pushed up substantially. Again, it was overbought for a period of time, and it has finally kind of, in my opinion, solidified itself. NVIDIA is expecting positive earnings through, I think it's Q2 of 2026, give or take. That said, we know that NVIDIA is going to offer us better potential than most other trade opportunities because they have solidified themselves as the one. He is him. Number two, earnings are expected to be good, and NVIDIA has done a very good job pacing their future earnings and letting us know whether or not they expect to beat or get destroyed. It has been consistently bought up. It has been basing. We've got a new range forming or solidifying, with support just above 110, 115. If that holds and that builds a new base, we might not see NVIDIA below 100 again. Very possible. Very possible. Given the landscape of the economy and what we expect to see over the next 6 months to a year with the market roaring back, I think that we're setting up for a little bit of upside here on NVIDIA, and I think the stock's going to continue to go. And so I think it's important to pay attention to names like this, even though they're up a lot. Now, granted, we bought this right about here, 12 to 14, back in November of 2022. So again, we were buying NVIDIA back here, 14 to 16, give or take, back in 2022. We are up, we've 10x'd. So 10 extra money, done and done. This was a Penny Boys trade alert. So if you are in Penny Boys, this should be a trade that you took, you locked in, and you should have made a stupid amount of money on. So of you that are here, right, the 150, 200 people that are watching this right now that are in Penny Boys, how many of you made money on NVIDIA? Raise your hand. Just type in the chat, Y or N, yes or no. If you're in the group, that means you saw the trade, you evaluated it, and you made a decision based on what you evaluated as to whether or not you wanted to get in on the trade. Oh, this is awesome. They let you show your comments on the screen now. I love that. Why is it still leaving the box if I remove my background? That's pretty annoying. Whatever. All right, cool. Several times. That's good. So how many of you are still holding NVIDIA? Show of hands. And someone asked really quick sidestep about a free tutorial on how to trade options. You can get that and more by simply going to our WAP page, just wap.com/pbalerts. Take advantage of the free trial, Mind Over Markets, any of the free education courses we put together. There are hundreds of hours of content on how to start trading, what mindsets make sense, how to begin to formulate a trading plan, blah, 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 blah. It's all there. So out of you that are still holding, I would love to know what your guys' expected targets are, because I think this is a great exercise in looking at a stock that has been an absolute winner, that has continued to perform, that everybody's scared of because it's run so much, that is still in position to be one of the top performing names. So Rocket Games, I hear you. So let's talk about something else. A, this is one of the most followed stocks, period. B, it's still in a position to offer a ton of opportunity. C, it's probably one of the more predictable of all the names that exist in the market. It has one of the more predictable growth patterns. So it's not that like, oh, we don't have shit else to talk about, that we just have to keep talking about this name. This is the name I get asked about the most. I get the most DMs, Twitter comments, Twitter DMs, Facebook comments. Facebook is the one I get asked about the most, other than Palantir and Tesla. And it's the one that people want updates on the most frequently. So hence the reason as to why we're talking about it again. you guys have shown me through action that it is what you want to hear about. If I'm wrong and you guys ask about it all the time, but you don't actually care, then that's on me. You tell me. So anyway, I would love to know what your guys' targets are, how far you think this will go. Personally, it's a long hold for me. I think 150 is the next most sensible target that we can expect to hit because it's also our peak. So I think we always retest highs before we enter price discovery and go on, so on and so forth. I do like that RSI got stopped up 54 here off the lows versus here. We cycled back down to 36 into oversold the last time we bought the stock. Now we're staying RSI net positive over 50, which means that we're maintaining momentum on the buy side, which means that even though the stock is up 10x, it's still cooking and it's still strong to the buy side. This week being really the kind of like clear indicator of that. So that being said, this trade is very important. Yeah, I guess, but I'm like interested in finding where this market is really going. And according to data, I think we should be considering some consumer discretionary, maybe some financial. So I share that. I'd love to know what research. What are you talking about? Let's share it with us. What research is pointing to consumer discretionary and financials? I want this to be a good discussion. So if you've got materials, throw them out here. It might be something I just am completely missing. Because right now I'm looking at this market and I'm understanding that we're still in an infrastructure exploratory weird mode where it's like, okay, AI, what is it? How do we use it? Yeah, we know. That's the question. We don't know. The question they can't answer is how do we build the infrastructure so that we can figure that question out? You need chips, you need compute, you need screens, you need all server components. You know what you need. NVIDIA has all the things that every single one of these companies is going to need. They are the infrastructure. So until NVIDIA has seen adoption at mass scale, like in American industry, then and only then do I think that we may have found a kind of a final price range, if that makes sense. So again, until the majority of the United States has fully adopted NVIDIA's data infrastructure in general, everything from cloud to actual hardware, when that is working and functional and accessible, that's when we know where we've stabilized in price. I think that's like we have a clear idea of there's no more where's the growth from there. That's when I would begin to question where's the growth for the future. When NVIDIA's data centers and hardware business are positioned in all of American industry, especially the Fortune 500 companies, then I'm willing to consider that NVIDIA doesn't have as much growth potential to explore. So that's that. So long story short, too long didn't read. NVIDIA, I think it's still a buy. I still like it. RSI is just barely holding up, but holding up, staying over above a strong 50, which means we're maintaining that overbought momentum. It's continuing to be overbought versus oversold, which tells you that the market's still hot on it, still likes it, still loves it. Weekly chart looking like it's setting up to be the first leg in a 3-candle breakout. This is the monthly. So if this candle was 110 to 136, so $20, give or take, that's like give or take 15% stock price appreciation. If we go another 15% and then another 15%, it's putting us at $200, give or take. So still one of the best names positioned for growth with one of the best setups. So we're going to cover it as long as the trade opportunity is viable. I think a breakout over 143 would be a momentum trade I would buy at the breakout. So short-term options and equity I would swing or leveraged NVIDIA once we break out over 143. And I will ride that trade to maybe 150, 155, sell a little bit, and then just watch and wait. That's how I'm going to trade NVIDIA. I'm still holding my shares long, and I'm going to continue to hold them. Update number 2 is going to be on our position in TSLL. This was a recent alert. This was given out about 45 days ago, give or take. I could go look at the exact date. I want to say end of January, February, March, end of March, early April. So TSLL, this is the Tesla leveraged 2X direction fund. Unbelievable trade for us. So we bought this below 9, didn't we? Yeah, we bought this below 9. So when were we buying? Right about here. So we are buying this. Oh no, it was at the beginning. We were buying this closer to here. Last time I was trading around $8, give or take. So we are. I can tell you right now. Let's do data and price. So we're at about 8:30. So since our trade alert, from $8.30, stock's up 100% in 50 days. So you've literally doubled your money in 50 days. Congratulations. I am watching this because the breakout over 14 is the key here. If this stays above 14, I very much so love it. And I think we'll continue to see more upside. If we can break 17, we have a chance to go to 20 something here. And this will be a 300% banger. I also want to say you've doubled your money. You've doubled your money. I can't tell you what to do, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory that when I've doubled my money, I usually take half off. So if I have 100 shares, I'm going to sell 50. Why? Because I only have to sell half of what I've got to recapture all of my initial risk. Now everything I have is risk-free. So if you want to learn how to play with your net profit, that's how you do it. You take out everything you put in and you let it ride. Now, up 100%. So please don't do anything silly or stupid and screw yourself. This was a great trade. We executed it very well. Let's not drop the ball there. Let's not drop it. So on to a new stock that I have been following for a long time, but not really liking until today. So this is a new one, XYZ, also known as Block Square. So as just announced, Jack Dorsey's famous Square is going to start accepting Bitcoin at their terminals. And for those of you that are familiar, those Square terminals are pretty widely adopted from a retail standpoint, which means before you know it, you might be sitting at a McDonald's able to buy it in Bitcoin, which is crazy to me to think that adoption potential is coming. Just wild, but cool, really cool. So you can see that this stock has been on a absolute tear, coming off a bottom $45 when it gapped down, currently at 62. I did add an options trade for this one. I posted to the premium members in the Discord. Again, if you want to join, I would highly suggest getting in there soon. Do not miss the Friday stream. Last week, we broke down 3 different trades that all look really interesting right now, and I think we'll probably make us some money. We broke all 3 of those trades down with exact entry and exit points. So if you're looking to learn how to trade or you want to start making money with those trades while you learn how to trade, that's how you do it. I'm giving you my exact trade details. I'm buying here, selling here. Here's why. While you follow and monitor the trade and hopefully make some money, you're also learning why the trade makes sense. So I'm trying to get the link up here at the bottom to get you the free trial access. Yeah. Okay. So if you want to get in that private trading room Friday, the link's at the bottom for you to get it. So yeah, I really like this here on Square. I think this is the beginning of an interesting trade opportunity. I think that the chart is setting up in a way that I like. I think the gap down offered an incredible opportunity for the gap fill. Now that's gone, but also I wouldn't have liked it there. This breakout over 58 is what really interests me. This is creating distance between this previous price range, which is also good because we have a gap to about $83. As you can see right here, this left a chasm, huge gap between $83. And also, if you look at the last time, this saw a significant run from this around this area, 60, 65. It went from 69 to $100 back in November of 2024. And this same gap to 75 can also be filled. So gap opportunity number 1, and this is gap opportunity number 2. And I would say that it's also reiterated by this and this. So this gap is a huge one for liquidity's sake. I would say between right here, between 67 and 76, we've got a pretty clean gap that we should fill and close at 76. So I think this is going to be an easy trade coming through. RSI strong. When you zoom out and you go to the monthly and you really look at what you got here, you've got a chart that is effectively consolidated for 2 years before then consolidating again for another 2.5, 3 years. So buyers have been loving this above 40, or excuse me, buyers have been loving it below 62. Sellers have been loving it above 77. So we are going to split the difference and be smarter than everyone else in the room. And we are going to take advantage of the middle, which is here to here. Here to here. Again, buyers are buying below this level. Sellers are selling above this level. So we trade in between 66 to 76, $10 move, easy 15% move coming here. If you trade options, that is greater, which is why I have allocated an options trade for this specific trade. So if you want to get that specific trade details, everything from the strike price to the expiration to when I'm buying it and why, I have put all that in the Discord. You get access to it there. Jump in there and get access, and you will have access to it. So you get in there with us, and you'll have all these trade details right in front of you, making it easy as pie to come in, grab these trades, and get the hell out. To give you one more view, here's the weekly. Just hit oversold. We have a little bit of divergence going on here. So a low of 36, RSI low of 23. Here we have a low of 45, RSI low of about 24. So I love seeing that divergence coming here. Higher high, higher high, higher low. We're seeing it. We got the lowest low here, relative low. Then we priced in a new low. We came lower, which isn't good. So we priced a consecutive low. But I'm looking this is more of a macro perspective of this is the in-between. This is the in-between. These two lows are what I'm most focused on. And I think that these two lows will be where we really see what this stock is made of. So really, 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 really good trade idea that I think is really interesting for us right now. So again, those trade details are posted exactly and in the Discord and are accessible to all of you that have a membership. So if you don't, get the free trial and come get a membership so that you can take advantage of it with us. I'm going to post this chart here with a little Twitter, just give everybody a little taste of what we're looking at here. All right. So through those. Maybe it's above. Yeah, that's a lot cleaner. That's a lot cleaner. I like that a lot more. That's more accurate. Okay. I like this better. I liked it a lot. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll look for a second. I'm not this lucid, that's just garbage. This is all garbage. Yeah, there's volume coming in, but like, here's the thing though. Okay. Let's say I shorted this name, right? Let's just say, let's say it's a tweet. All right, I just posted a poll on the Penny Boys X account. If you, I would love to know. Go ahead and cast your vote. So if I shorted this from $50 and it's trading at $2, right? Like I made incredible money, and I wanted to close this out because I just want to walk away and be done. I don't think the company's going to disappear, go to zero. I just know that my short trade is done and this is trash and I want out. Is this short cover? Because if you can't understand why they're doing what they're doing, then what they're doing isn't going to matter. Because you could sit here until you're blue in the face and scream bullish divergence, bullish. But what if it's not really demand? It's artificial demand based on a massive supply. Massive. I'm not saying that there's no chance this name goes. But what I am saying is I think it's more likely that people who made a life-changing amount of money shorting this dump are covering. I think that's a more plausible conclusion than Lucid is a steal to buy right now. Because I want to say, what, they produce like 7 cars or something stupid. I know one of the guys that bought one of them. Like, it's crazy to me. Let's take a peek. How many cars did Lucid Motors sell in 2024? Let's see. They delivered 10,000 vehicles, 71% increase over the 6,000 in 2023. It was 2023. Okay, so CEO stepped down. They want to double production. Maybe. So they're going to do 20,000 vehicles next year. So question is, no. What I was saying is, if I'm one of the guys that shorted this from 50 down to $2, I am going to cover just to a limit. It's like taking profit. Like, why would I sit there and let my gains dwindle? Right? Because you're paying for what you're borrowing. So if you don't see growth acceleration on your short, you're going to cover. You're not getting paid to hold it any longer. You're only risking losing money. So why would they continue to leave the short open when they're paying interest to leave it open? They're not. They're going to close it. So question is this driven by cat, or maybe it's driven by both, and maybe it's really messy and it's hard to remove one piece from the other. So let's just say that Lucid explodes and goes to $4, $3.50. No, really, $3.50. Awesome. We just broke down 4 or 5 different trades that are better than this. I'd rather buy NVIDIA right now than buy this, hands down. That's why we were talking about NVIDIA and not this dog shit, because no one is going to know. You can't tell me. I can't tell you. An analyst couldn't tell me. Like, no one knows. Is this about the company actually looking like it's turning around, or is this about just getting out of a bad position on a bad company that's not going to be around for long? They'll keep producing cars because remember, a lot of businesses that are publicly traded love operating at a loss. They want you to have no expectation of revenue or whatever else. It's the capitalistic debt funding machine, which is business in the United States. Just they don't have to be a good company. They're not going to add shareholder growth. I don't think the brand's going to do well. I don't like Tesla because it's an EV company. It's a software company, plain and simple. So that's why. So smash or pass. Let's get into it. Drop your tickers in the chat. One ticker per comment, but feel free to comment multiple times. I want you to drop them in the chat. If you want us to break down your ticker, we will. We will give you a quick 30, 60-second look at these stocks that you guys suggest and tell you whether or not I think it's trash or gold. So drop them in the chat right here, right now. Let's get into it. Let's get it going. Let's get cooking. As always, if you're not already following, make sure you are. It's Penny Boys, one word, on TradingView. If you go follow the Penny Boys TradingView account, I publish a lot of these trade ideas, a lot of these charts, and you get up-to-date notes on everything you want from this stream. So make sure you go there and follow us there and turn notifications on so that you can get them, so that you get access. And yeah, so this one is poop. So while we're waiting on these, AMD, I like that. I'm happy to look at that. This is one chart that plagues me. We had it mapped perfectly at 100. I didn't get to buy 100 again. We bought last time it broke out. We bought this breakout at 100. It went to 200. That was a banger. Made great money. I'm looking for the long-term capitalization here on this position. Yeah, I'm liking AMD here. I'm going to give it a smash above 100. I mean, I'd love to get a buy opportunity. I'd love to get like a 5 to 10% drawdown day and get a buy in right here and just continue to buy in this range between 80 and 100. I mean, that's where the smart money's has bought today. So I would say that I'm going to definitely give AMD a smash. I've been looking for the right time to get exposed to this name. I've not, and I don't know why. So it's about time. So AMD is getting a smash. Looks tender. Looks good. I like it. So you mean Snowflake? Oh my God, give me some. Over 2. Get some. We rode this from 112 to 200, almost 100% gain. Get some. And now we're trading over 206. Let's fucking go. This is what I'm talking about. What a trade. What a grab. Beautiful. Golf clap for us. What a trade. Good work, everyone. We crushed that. That one's a smash even harder now because I think we're on a quest to 300. Above 200. I love this. Above 200. I love this play again. Or sorry, even above 184. I love this to play out. It's good stuff. If you're holding Snowflake, do me a favor, hit the profit channel in the Discord. I'd love to know who actually followed this trade with me. Snow's getting a hard pass. Oh, this is a fun one. We traded this from the bottom back up to 17. This is one where I just don't understand how their business is going to continue to grow. So I'm not really looking. I would say over 1750, give or take, on these. And then it makes sense to maybe go to 20 something, but you've already filled the gap. I don't love it. It could go. I just don't love it. I just don't love it. Did I see AMC today? No, I did not. What the hell? What's going on here? Why is this piece of shit running again? What a turd. What a turd. Rendezvous. This is one from the Friday stream that is very interesting to me. I'm not going to say much more than that. You got to get in premium to get this action. We just initiated a trade on this one, and it was good stuff. It was good stuff. So this is one I would add to your watch list or join premium and get the trade idea that we put out there because it's going to be a winner. Oh, I said if you're in the snowflake trade, post that in the profit channel. That or Tesla, the two trades that are hitting our targets today. Post them, baby. I love it. All right. Let's wrap it up. I love y'all. I gotta do my SPY levels and we get those sent out to you. All right, one last one. TMDX. Oh wow, holy shit. I've not even been watching this. God, this is so green. We were buying this at 70 bucks. What a treat. What a treat. Ladies and gents. We are up 100%. Yeah. Yeah, this one's just stupid. I don't even want to talk about that. I don't even get all upset. God forbid we want to talk about a trade idea that we all made stupid money on. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, Tavi Diaz, Elf. I did see you do that. Someone else, someone asked me about this, and I have a video of me talking about it for like 2 minutes and why I don't like their business model. Period. So I'm not a big fan of this one, but clearly I'm wrong because the market does like it. It's just this isn't my lane. Like individual consumer product businesses is just not my jam. So I'm not your guy for this. Like I don't know enough about them as a company, and honestly, I don't even like it. I don't even like that structure of business and company. So I'm just gonna back away there. So yeah, ask Lee in the Discord. That's Mr. Stock Clock Profits, Mad Maverick. Ask him in there, and he'll be able to answer you because he knows this one in and out. So yeah, I love y'all. Stay blessed now. Ta-ta for now. Bye-bye.